Hello again, everyone. Thank you for stopping back by for another video. Today we're going to look at a revolver, in particular a Colt Detective Special. The Detective Special started its run in, 1927, I believe, and ended, it would have been like 86, 87, I believe it was 1986. And I think there even might have been like a limited run in the mid-90s, early to mid-90s, something of that nature, but really, I'm pretty sure that the majority of the run really ended in that 86 time period. Really a nice revolver. The Detective Special was aptly named. I mean, this was something that you could see on a detective's belt or a gangster's belt for many years. A little bit bigger than a J frame, which is a Smith & Wesson, but smaller than a K frame. And they had some different chamberings. Let's see, it was like 38 or 32 new police, 38 new police, and then 38 special, which is what this one is chambered in. I think that would be preferable to me, but everybody has their own sort of opinions on vintage Colts and some of their chamberings, but I was pretty happy to come across this one that was chambered in 38 special. Also, a part of the third, now what do they call it, like the third iteration or third run or something of that nature of the revolver, did come with the shrouded ejector rod, which is kind of nice aesthetically. A lot of the older ones don't have that shrouding. So I'm not saying they look bad. I'm just saying that aesthetically for me, I do like that ejector rod shrouding, and it's, like I said, it's just a nice little feature. Of course, the pull outward cylinder release, as opposed to Smith & Wesson's where you push forward. Got a bunch of marbles in my mouth, but anyway, so that was kind of unique, and it's a cool little design, really. But yeah, that was certainly a difference from its Smith & Wesson counterpart. I guess if I were shooting this, okay, so I shoot through, I don't know. I mean, it still seems like a natural movement, but I'm pretty used to Smith & Wesson, so that forward cylinder release is kind of nice. Trigger wise, double single action. The double action pull stacks a bit. That was something that Colt did. And all stacking is it just gets a little bit heavier to the point where you're about to fire, then you hear one click, and then away you go. Let's see if we can hear that. So there was the one click, and then straight through. It's not a bad trigger. It's actually a lot better than some other ones that I've shot, some other models of Colt. But this, I think it's actually pretty smooth. It just stacks a little bit. Now, single action is very nice. I mean, it's just as sweet and crisp as you'd want. The curvature of the trigger is pretty nice. It really lets your finger get in there nicely. It's a very comfortable gun. I will say the grips are a bit fat for my taste. But again, they're not bad. They're just, I don't have huge hands. I would just like a slightly smaller grip, slimmer. I mean, but I like it pretty much the way it is. The bluing. I want to talk a bit about Colt bluing. If anyone from Colt is watching this video from this humble channel. Oh, guys, you got to bring revolvers back, and you got to bring this bluing back. I mean, I'm sure that these blue jobs would cost a mint today, but it's so pretty. And this one has still a lot of really nice bluing left on it. Really, there's very little, if any, wear on the bluing of this particular revolver. Only thing I'll say about Colt bluing is it's a fingerprint magnet. And you can either deal with that or you can't. But it's just such a smooth silky blue. I just wish, I wish we could have this sort of stuff again. I don't really want to talk about Colt very much, but you know, that company's in trouble. It's been in trouble for a long time, and they're not giving us the type of stuff we want. I would love to see another run of these, despite the fact that, you know, I mean, the revolver market has changed. In the 70s, this was great. I think they're around 21, 22 ounces, but now you can get a Smith & Wesson Airweight, which weigh nothing. You know, it blows us out of the water, and in 38 Special, but it's very pleasant to shoot. You know, when you're behind this, I've had an Airweight. You can take a look at that video too. It's on the channel, the 638. Shooting that 638, I mean, it pops pretty heartily in your hand. This, I mean, despite having that snub-nosed barrel, you know, like that 2-inch barrel, it's a dream to shoot. I mean, it really is. You just get through the trigger, and it's just a joy to shoot. It's got enough heft on it, really, to take that 38 Special and tell it who's boss. A little bit of word on the sight. We do have the sight channel running through the spine on into a fixed front blade sight, all fixed sight. I find it to be pretty nice. It's not horrible. It is easy to shoot high, although revolver shooters, you probably understand that. It's not hard to compensate, but you just have to be aware. The sights aren't super high profile or anything, but they're not bad. They're reasonably visible in regular lighting. Could they be better? Sure, but I'm not going to complain too much. From 1974, I'm pretty good. And if I didn't mention, this one is from 1974. So you know, it's seen some years, and it's definitely held up its sex appeal. Just that, like I said, that bluing has still remained immaculate, and that's a tribute to Colt's manufacturing and their attention to detail of the time. But of course, like I said, we can't get these anymore. And the Detective Special is a Colt that a lot of average everyday guys can get a hold of for decent prices still. You can still get these for, you know, $450 to $600 in that range. And I know that might sound like a lot, but for those of you who are gun nuts like I am, that's not really a lot in the grand scheme of things when you really look at what you're dealing with. So this is still, you know, what I would call an affordable Colt in comparison, like your snake guns, your pythons, your anacondas, diamondbacks, so on and so forth. But regardless of all that, I really enjoy the Colt Detective Special. Decent trigger, great bluing, decent sights, sweet shooter, really put together just extremely well. Snub-nosed revolver. One of my favorite things to shoot are just nice, easy snub-nosed revolvers. I get a lot of joy out of this one, and I hope you enjoyed the video watching along with me yak about this little gem in my collection now. So, just like to thank you all once again for stopping by, taking a look at this video. I encourage you to check out the other videos that we have on the channel. I got a few on there. But I appreciate all the comments that have come through over the weeks and months, and all the likes and the subscriptions. That's the big one. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed, and I continue to just ask that you continue to do what you're doing so that we can continue to go up, up, up. So anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by. You'll have a great day. Bye-bye.